Tone is one of my favorite topics, hands down. Let's get into it. I don't do a ton of interview-driven work anymore, different story, but I've done hundreds of them in my career. And if I had to pick one thing to say about interview-driven work, one thing. The market is overwhelmingly saturated with talking head content, and if you don't capture an authentic and human tone that's accessible and easy to listen to, then you're wasting your time and your money doing it. That is one of very few hills I'm prepared to die on. Tone is everything in an interview video, but it's not a thing you have to leave to chance. Let's talk about some ways to not get that sweet, sweet tone. Could you say that again for me, but say it like this? Ouchie, yucky. I like that answer, but could you say it with a little more excitement? Oh, no. Could you say that again, but smiling this time? Ooh, God, that's the worst. Most interviewers have done some variant of those. I know I certainly have. But we ought not to, simply because prompting someone into saying some things or into acting a certain way creates a very different aura around the conversation than just connecting with another human. And that's what it's all about. Like, imagine if you talk to someone at a party and they ask you to repeat yourself with a bigger smile on your face. Luckily, this is a pretty straightforward thing to unlock. Good tone is purpose focused, and purpose focus comes from talking about why. We're super comfortable talking about what we do and maybe how we're going to do it, but talking about why is like a layer beneath those. And when we get into it, it just creates a more invigorated and excited human being. This is classic Simon Sinek Start With Why stuff here, folks. If you haven't read his work, I highly recommend it. I'll link it in the comments below. And now for the point of the video, just to whet your appetite, 3 examples from a longer list of shifting conversational questions to be more purpose focused. What is a benefit of working here that not many people know about? Noodled with a bit to maybe say, what's the connection between choosing to work here and your quality of life? Can you tell me about yourself? What's your story? Shifted to what excited you as a kid that still excites you today? Can you walk me through the process from start to finish? Shifted to maybe tell me why a robot could not replace you and your team in performing process X. Just some examples, there's more in the blog. I have to add to this that I am notorious for the meandering interview. So these questions ought to prompt some forks in the road, some divergences, some meandering walks through conversation with another person in front of you. You've invigorated the person that's sitting across from you. Don't be scared to ride that wave. That's the whole point. That will certainly do, so click on through for some additional weirdness on resonance that I decided to not include in the video made for LinkedIn. And please, if you have any thoughts on creating emotional resonance or on being more buttoned up for video interviewing, then get at me. I'd love to hear them.